One of the few reasons I have a lineman here. I don't do a lot of electrical work, but sure make cutting easy. Measure twice, cut once. Yeah, that's it. I can leave the line if I want. There we go. Welcome back to the clock shop. This is Jim with JR Clocker on eBay. Let's see what happened at the clock shop this week. Okay, we have a Hermle 1050-020. I'm going to be putting it into replacing the movement for a client. And this is how I get them from my supplier. Out of here, and they come in. Try to do this one-handed. Get this stuff out of the way. And this one, you'll see, it has the floating balance in the back. We'll go ahead and take a new look. And the new letter code will be AK for 2024. Right now it's AJ, and it will be AJ till they run out of their seltzer, their stock. All right, let's get to the clock. So some of you might be wondering why we go and replace the movements. It's actually cheaper to replace this movement than it is to have me rebuild it. And after the rebuild, you're still dealing with a 1971 movement. That's, you can see that, that's where it's, when it was made. And it has the old style floating bounds, which you get all the improvements on the mechanism over the years. So we're looking at 50 some years. There always has to be improvements. As a matter of fact, the big improvement with this one is it has the bronze bushings on the main, the second wheel off the main wheels. All right. Let's get to changing this out. One thing I want to point out is this one has its own mounts on it, and this one comes with its mounts too, so we don't have to switch them out. If this had the long string mount, the one bar on this side and one bar on that side, I would be taking that bar off and putting on this movement because it just works better. So I have a couple things I have to do. I have to take that lever off here so it'll be added, and we'll be there. Let's get to it. Okay, nice bright place to do this. The first thing I'm going to do is take the hand nut off. Put that along the side there. I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to put a nice soft cover on it. Actually, put this whole thing up on there. Nice soft cover. And let's get the screws out. Okay, just wanted to show you this. I use a magnet. One thing I use a magnet for is if I didn't get the screw all the way out, I can put this on the screw head and I can wind it out the rest of the way. And I should have another one in here. And now we have all 12. Let's take a peek at this. It looks like it was dunked one time. Doesn't look like it was taken apart when it was cleaned. So I would be, and maybe we'll do this, we may take one of these out. But I do want you to see here, see this one? See that one? So this would have needed to be rebushed. And while I'm here, I will take this one off. I made a different screwdriver. Okay. And this won't go to waste. Everything will be recycled and be parts for somebody else. Anyway, we'll take this. The one quick way to find out whether this was just dipped before without taking the springs out is if this is full of cleaning fluid that's been coagulated or whatever you want to say, dried out in here. You'll be able to see it. So maybe that's what I'll do next year is before we we'll put the new movement in and I'll deal with this one. Okay, let's get started. Okay, let's put this aside here for a minute. I have my 3 spacers, plugs, whatever you want to call them. Right now, I'm just trying to get these pretty much close to where they should be. They always come with one loose one that will be like this. That's to adjust for adjusting in the case. I get pretty darn close here. The other thing I want to do is I want to kind of quasi measure. So it looks like 1 3/4, and it wants me to go down to 1 1/4. So it wants me to cut it 1/2 inch off there. And we'll do that. One of the few reasons I have a lineman here. I don't do a lot of electrical work, but sure make cutting easy. Measure twice, cut once. Yeah, that's it. I can leave the line if I want. There we go. And then I'll put this in. Won't put it real tight. All right. So if I have it pretty close, should go right in. Make sure one thing, yeah, it'll should go. Give me a hard time. I thought it was maybe the these are really going a lot. All right, I got this in. Now it's time to put the plugs in. And I'm actually kind of close in where to put the marks. And you got to remember to hold the movement because it's not being held in by anything. And once you get the plugs in, pretty much it'll hold itself. In place. So I put the plugs in. All right. Close the door. Put it back down. If anything, these plugs are handy for that. Just that part there. And then I'm free to adjust. I have one like right on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some screws in. Especially now, sometimes I have proper Phillips head screws to replace this, but I'm going to stay with these guys. And with this holder, I can start them, but I can't drive them home because it'll break the screwdriver, the holder. And I don't really want to break them. Let's see here. Now what happens is, I got this one that's right dead on. So I'm going to make sure I drive these two screws home. I didn't have it far enough in. Some of mine are... This is another version, but something happened to the spring in this one, so... Okay, now. Sorry for doing boring stuff, but it has to get done. All right, I got that started better. All right, now let's drive these home. And I'll tell you, the little mounts, they're not like stone cold tight. I want them to be able to move just when given enough pressure from the screw to move to the correct position. Now on these, like this one is not in the right position, so I'm going to get it to the right position. Remember, this was the one that was a little bit looser than the rest. All right, got it there. Let's see how close this one is. There we go. And that one's in line. And that's basically how I get them in line. The plugs hold the clock in position, the movement in position, so I can then manipulate. I'm not going to go through and show you how I screw in another 10 screws, but actually 9 screws, but take this one home now. But I'll finish that up. I'll be right back. Okay, cleaned up a little bit. The only thing that needs to be done now is the chime bars have to be tuned, and it's really just as easy as that. Too far. And we'll get in there and let me put a wind on it. Oh, let me turn it around here too. Here we go. Now, another reason for alignment. Can be tight coming back out. You want them tight. Turn them up with that though. And then the final test is putting a key in it. Oh, yeah, perfect. Equal in the hole. And we have a little tuning to go. It's halfway through a chime. So it chimed 1. Okay, 2 o'clock. There we go. All right, she's in tune, and it's coming up on 3 o'clock. So we're going to put the hands on. That's the last thing we're going to do, because, and then I'm going to time it on my time tracks. But I do want to show you this because oftentimes the old hands, oh, this one does fit nice. Okay. All right, I just don't want to, it's still a little too loose for my taste. So what we're going to do is we're going to gently snug the bushing here. Not a lot, just gently. And you can always test it, and that's good. I'm going to check something here. The bushing is bad. That's why it was. So let me go take a little nick on that to tighten this up, because I don't want this rolling around. I'll be right back. So it struck 4 a couple minutes before 4. So we're going to fix that too with my hand adjuster, which are available in my eBay store. I may have gone a little bit past it, but yeah. Now, all these guys have a little bit of play, but there you go. I'm going to bring this around. Okay, now let me hook up my computer and I'll be right back. All right, a quick tip here. If bushing's swimming around like this one is, the bushing is loose, and you ever wondered why you wanted this, let me put this in the camera, one of these little blocks, this is the reason. You find the one that snuggles up in here. Okay, so you're going to see a little gap between it. That means you're in the right place. All right, and then you're going to take, now this is my little softball, and I'm just going to sit here and put a little tap on it. Check it. That's it. It's a little more, flatten it out. A little bit of the finish came off to the bottom brass. You can fix that with You don't really have to fix it on this hand because this hand is covered by the minute hand. But okay, so we're coming up to 2 o'clock. Put that in there now. That's strong. We know that, again, fix that. Okay, good news. The movement is very, very close. It's supposed to be at 9,000. It's at, there you see, 89.99, which is close enough. I'll monitor it and make sure that it stays there. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. Oh, wait a second, just went over. There's 9,000 right there. Didn't touch up, right in there. So this clock will keep very, very, very good time. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. Please like, subscribe, and leave any comments. Hi, everyone. I just wanted to put out a short video here talking a little bit about what's going to be happening in 2024. But I did want to wish all my followers on both Instagram and here on YouTube a very happy holiday, Merry Christmas, and a very prosperous New Year. It's been kind of crazy around here. We have been going, well, it's always a crazy time of year for us in the holidays. The clock shop's doing well. My eBay business is doing well. And we're going into, believe it or not, the busiest time of year for us is from January 1st to July 1st. So I look forward to putting out some new content this year. We have a very interesting project being worked on right now where we are going to be going through the British Horological Institute correspondence course from the 1970s. I think it's 39 or 40 booklets with little projects and things to do. We're going to go through them. We are also going through another book. I can't remember the name right offhand, but it's 300 common problems that clockmakers run into or clock repair people run into. And that's a really interesting book. I've just been thumbing through it a little bit. It's very, very interesting. We are also going to do a series this year on the beginning clockmaker and how to turn your interest into a hobby, into a part-time income, and possibly full-time income. I've been talking to a lot of people across the country in the last couple of weeks, and they seem very interested in what we're looking at doing. There is a demand out there, and you will not believe the demand until you tap the market. We're currently right now turning down most work because we're just too backed up. We are closed between Christmas and New Year's, which we're about halfway through it now. It's Wednesday, the 27th. And we may end up be closing another week. And we already have, we are going to the Midwinter Regional in Florida, in St. Augustine, Florida. So if you want to see us there, that's sponsored by, if you want to see us there, that'd be great. Please come up and say hi. We will have one table, but we're there basically to buy and to talk. We're not really bringing anything to sell. This is our first time there. Um, the auction house Jones and Haran are going to be sponsoring this year, so it'll be great to see them. They're friends of ours, and anyway, so there's a lot going on for 2024. I hope you stay and like and make suggestions what you'd like to see on the content in 2024. We always appreciate the comments that we get, whether it's positive or negative. I guess I don't see too much negative out there, to be honest with you. I'm just excited. I'm excited about my bucket list that I have for 2024, and I'm just putting it together, the final touches and whatever. And there's going to be a lot of excitement. The channel is growing. I'm really, overwhelmed by the generosity of the people out there in the community, and I hope you like our channel. Please subscribe, push the like button, smash the bell so you know when we're going to put a video on or when we put a video up. We're going to work on shorts this year a little bit too, quick tips. And anyway, thanks for stopping by, and I'll get more in detail about what we're doing for 2024 shortly. Have a happy, safe holiday and happy, safe New Year's.